Hallelujah.
Amen.
God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is good.
I have 2 testimonies.
Amen.
And I ought to have given those testimonies the last summit. But for some reasons, I was, I don't know, I was just lazy. I would say I was stubborn, and God said,
that is not good.
you better give that testimony.
Hallelujah.
So the first testimony, I thought I was done with the testimony.
It was waiting for me because I was not around.
You know the testimony.
Hallelujah.
Amen. So I thought I was done with the testimony. But God said you are not done with the testimony.
Amen.
So the first testimony is about disappointment. And God said every disappointment is a blessing.
Hallelujah.
I was working in the morning where I work, and I couldn't pray for some reasons because of issues here and there. And I struggled to pray, but I still couldn't pray. And the only thing that came out of my mouth was, God, why? Why me? Why? I was so disappointed.
Yeah, that's what comes to us every time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I looked at this situation, this, it was just disappointment. So I was like, God, why? What have I not done? And then God said, Emilia, every disappointment is a blessing.
Hallelujah.
And I said, God, this situation, you're telling me there's a blessing. No, God. He said, I'm telling you, but just calm down. In every disappointment, there is a blessing attached to it. I said, I don't understand. And then he said, what about the keyboard? I said, yes, what has the keyboard got to do with what I'm crying for right now? He said, no, just calm down. So you see, the issue was like a conversation that was taking place within my spirit, where you have the Holy Spirit talking to you, and then you are asking questions. So it was actually a conversation. And I said, what is the keyboard? What has the keyboard got to do with what I'm crying right now? He said, no, calm down and think. I said, yes, keyboard. And so God said, okay. The keyboard was one of those things that you looked as a disappointment because there was nobody to play the keyboard. You were very disappointed, you were sad, and I turned it around into a blessing. I said, okay, yes, but this one, this. How are you going to turn it around for my good? He said, Emilia, I am the God of yesterday, today, and forever.
Hallelujah.
If I did it for the keyboard,
then
why don't you think I can do it for these very, very personal issues of your life? And then, you see, I can always say something without holding a piece of paper. I thank God for that. But that conversation was very deep. And I had to write down some stuff. And so God said, Emilia, I caused those people to disappoint you. I said, God, why? So you cause people to disappoint me. You cause people not to come to help to play the keyboard. I said, God, why? So it was you all this while. He said, yes, it was me all this while. I said, then why did you do that? The Holy Spirit said, I told you a long time ago to learn the keyboard, but you didn't listen to me. I said, no, you didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that. The Holy Spirit said, calm down. I told you that. I said, when? He said, when Daniel was around. Do you remember? And before he said, do you remember? I remembered myself. That Brother Daniel on one occasion said, my sister, I see that you can play the keyboard. You can try to play the keyboard. And I said, that is not possible. I said, it's not possible. I said, see, I'm a student. I'm very busy. I do X, Y, Z. This, which is very true. Secondly, I've not seen anybody as grown up as me that would just start learning the keyboard from anywhere. It will take the person forever to learn, which is very true. And thirdly, I said, Brother Dan, you are here. So why should I stress myself to learn the keyboard? I don't see any reason why I should learn the keyboard. And then the Holy Spirit said, that was not Daniel speaking to you. That was me speaking to you. But you didn't listen. You gave me reasons, but it's true. They are very valid reasons. But that is not what I had planned for you. I said, he said, yes. He said, then, at some point, I already knew that Daniel was going to leave. That's why I was preparing it for you.
Hallelujah.
I was making it such that when he leaves, that there will be no gap, there will be no struggling. But you didn't listen. I said, my God. And then the Holy Spirit further went to tell me that when Daniel left, you were very disappointed. I said, I was very angry. I was very disappointed. He said, I brought people. You called people. You remember you called XYZ to come and help. I said, yes. The Holy Spirit said, I also saw that you became very comfortable, that people are coming to help you.
Yes.
So I decided to make them disappoint you by not coming. So they were willing to come, but I made them not to come, so that your eyes will open, that it is you that has to fill that gap. You have to start it. I said, Holy Spirit, so you did all these things? He said, yes. Because I wanted to bring out something in you, but you thought you couldn't, and you were pushing it back. So my dear brothers and sisters, the Lord said I should tell us. That's why I wrote it down. The message is for all. There are disappointments, or there are people here that have been disappointed. You might have been disappointed by somebody. God says He will turn it around for your good. You might have been disappointed because you caused it, just like me. God is saying, wake up. Don't be like Emilia. That is the message. And He also says that we all need people who will say no in our lives, so that you can learn to be independent. If I didn't get no, I would have been comfortable with people coming. And He said, Glory House can't move forward by begging. We need to have our own. We need to be independent. Secondly, He said, you need people to mock you. At some point, we were mocked. Oh, they say they are this, they are that. And even when Pastor Mildred was ordained, there were rumors out. They say they are this, they are that. They don't have their own somebody to play the keyboard. So God said, you need people to mock you. So you run to Him because you have no other place to go to. Thirdly, He said, you need people to actually disappoint you in life, so that you can put all your trust in God. And I'm happy today that I was disappointed. So if there's anyone that is planning to disappoint me, I'm very happy. Because God is going to turn that disappointment into a blessing. Hallelujah. And that is just what God says. At the end of it all, He says, this is our year of grace and action. He says that, let my people ask for my grace, so they can partake of the hidden blessings. It takes God's grace to see that there is a blessing in disguise in that disappointment. So God says, ask for my grace, so that you will not stay on one spot and keep crying, but rather you say, oh, this is that disappointment. There is a blessing in disguise in it. In Jesus' name. Amen. Hallelujah.